Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Lens of Truth with me, I'm Florentino, and for today's video, here is my second part of my top 10 series of must-play Nintendo Switch games, and these are my personal favorites. And with this and the following videos, these will only be Nintendo Switch exclusives, or if they were timed exclusives from the beginning, and these will not include any Wii U ports unless they were substantial, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the Booster Course Pass, or Bowser's Fury Super Mario 3D World. But before we get started, consider hitting the like button, ringing the bell, and leaving a comment. So, let's get to it. One of the surprising games that came out for the Nintendo Switch was the Switch version of Starlink Battle for Atlas. And specifically, this one had the Star Fox team and a lot of integrated missions in it. And this was the best selling version out of all of them that came out. And the fact that it also came with a pretty cool looking Arwing figure for the special controller that came with the set. Now, unfortunately, this game overall didn't do well when the Toys to Life craze was kind of dying down, but overall this was a decent game, and the fact that it was heavily discounted throughout its entire life cycle. This is just one of those games that I recommend, and especially this version. It was really cool to see a fully rendered Arwing, and the story was pretty okay, but just the fact that this one included music from the Super Nintendo version of Star Fox, the voices from Slippy, Toad, Peppy Hare, Fox, and Falco and Wolf made this one of the best games to play for the Nintendo Switch, and it was a decent open world game as well.
Let's rock and roll, boys!
One of the exceptions to the Wii to Switch ports is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. This game was improved upon compared to the Wii U, with every single character being a lot faster and just an overall smoother performance. But the most substantial thing is the single player of Bowser's Fury, which is kind of an indication of what the next Mario game will be hinting at, of a more seamless open world. If any of you guys have not tried it, this alone makes Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury a must-have for the Nintendo Switch. The more and more you play, the more the world opens up, more challenges, different obstacles appear, different enemies, and everything is seamless. The way Mario controls feels like the base game plus a little bit of Super Mario Odyssey, and the menacing Bowser in the background was really cool, although annoying at times. This was a really great idea, and I can't wait to see what they do for the next big 3D Mario game. And one of my most played games on the Switch is Monster Hunter Rise. This is an addicting game. If you haven't already played it, there is a demo on the Switch, and it was exclusive for many years, and it is now available on the PC as well. But this game looks and runs amazing, and the fact that it runs super smooth online, Nintendo and Capcom knocked it out of the park. There's so much content with the added Sunbreak expansion. This is a must-have Nintendo Switch title.
It can't be.
And these wandering flames shall feed the beast and return to darkness.
Now, we waited a long time for Shin Megami Tensei 5. It was announced when the Switch launched, and this is one of my first games I ever played in the series. And although this game was really tough, but it was a fun one to play. And I know they did just re-release the deluxe version of this game with a lot of quality of life improvements, which I recommend you guys pick that one up. But this game, it was really fun to bargain with the demons in order for them to stay on your side and capture them. This is a really fun turn-based RPG. The visuals look amazing, and it was a surprise on how dark it was, but it was a really fun one. And the latest entry in the mainline Zelda games, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where you can finally play as Zelda with her own unique powers and gameplay. This game surprised me a lot too, because there was a lot of ways in figuring out the puzzles, how to navigate the overworld, the dungeons, and just the overall echo mechanic for the enemies, and the game looks gorgeous. This game is a beautiful looking one, and it is a step above the Link's Awakening remake, although with some frame rate issues and dips here and there. This one, I was super surprised with the callbacks to many Zelda games of the past, especially Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I highly recommend this game if you're a fan of the Zelda series. There's going to be a lot of surprises and a fresh take on the formula.
This game was announced back in 2017 when the Switch was first released, and I've been anticipating this game ever since then, and I know a lot of people have. And if you're a fan of hack and slash games, Bayonetta is like no other when it comes to the over-the-top boss fights, combos, weapons, the ridiculous story. It has great graphics, cutscenes, and action set pieces that any fan of the hack and slash genre and fans of the original Part 1 and 2 of the Bayonetta series, they know what they're going to look for with a bunch of brand new improvements, brand new gimmicks, lots of huge demon boss battles, also kaiju battles as well.
The sheer variety of gameplay elements in this game is a must-own for any Switch fan, and although the frame rate and the 60 frames per second can sometimes look blurry and dip a little bit, this is still a fun game if you're a huge action fan.
And anyone who's been a fan of the Kirby series has known that it's been long overdue for him to be placed into a fully 3D setting, and this game does not disappoint when it comes to the visuals, the charm, the whimsical music, the bosses. Everything that makes the 2D Kirby series has transitioned well into the 3D environment. Everything just fits so well. The aesthetic is adorable and yet dark. If anyone who is into the series knows about when you do play this game, it is on the easy side, but this game is so fun with the co-op as well. And this is one of those games that's going to put a smile on your face from beginning to end when you do play this charming adventure. This is a must-have platformer for the Nintendo Switch.
Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone.
How do you do, fellow squids? Squid Research Lab here. New to Splatoon? Here's what you need to know about the Splatoon 3 game.
Splatoon 3 is the top game that I've played the most on the Nintendo Switch, along with Splatoon 2, but overall Splatoon 3 is a huge improvement over the first two games, and with many updates to the stages, the weapon kits, the specials, the overall additions to Salmon Run, and all of the modes and a lot of tweaks here and there to improve this game for its online competitive play and casual modes as well. This is one of those addicting games that I just play almost every single day. It's a fun game. There is so much to do all the time. I feel like anyone who hasn't played this, just give it a shot, and I can't wait to see what they do with Splatoon 4. They did improve upon the single player mode compared to the first two games, especially when they added all the single player modes like side order as well. This is one of the best times to jump into Splatoon 3.
And easily move through it in swim form. Leverage these fresh moves for turf war battles. 2 teams of 4 ink as much turf as they can in their team's color for 3 minutes. Spread your ink and splat your opponents.
Fighting in order to live, and living to fight. That's the way of our world.
Now, this game is a huge RPG that took me over 70 plus hours that I'm still playing and enjoying all the post content quests and characters to unlock and side quests to do. This game is fun. The voice acting is amazing, the graphics are great, and it concludes the trilogy of the previous Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 and improves upon the combat, the story, the narrative, the huge, seamless open world and sense of scale in every locale and city that you visit, the great cinematic cutscenes, the anime aesthetic, and this is a must-own JRPG for your Nintendo Switch library.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you shoulder it all alone. What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It will never replace the friends we've lost. The flame clock, it has to go.
Now, for the last game on this top 10 list, I had to save it for Pikmin 4. Any Pikmin fans out there know that we waited literally 10 years for Pikmin 4. There was a huge gap between Pikmin 3 that started all the way back on the Wii U, and the port for Pikmin 3 Deluxe also had us anticipating what Pikmin 4 will look like. And when we finally got the teaser trailer and more substantial gameplay of it, I was super excited of the direction they were going for. This game is bigger, a lot more quality of life improvements when it comes to the controls, the Pikmin AI, and the overall aesthetic, graphics, and variety in the adventure. This is one of those games that I feel like finally broke into the mainstream just a little bit for more people to try this game out and this entire series. And it's crazy that Pikmin 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all available on the Switch. If you've never given this game a shot, I know there is a demo that you can go ahead and try it out on the eShop. This is a Nintendo game with charm through and through. There is so much to do in this game, and I had so much fun with everything that you unlock that I am 100% to this game, which I rarely do in games these days. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games ever on the Switch. And yeah, comment down below what are some of your favorite Switch games and what did you think of part 2 of this top 10 series that I have. There are more on the way. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Nhớ
Oh.
No.